Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the Big Blue Bandito channel. Today, back in the garage, but we won't be here too long. Just getting a few supplies and tools, and we're going to head out back. Actually, it's a beautiful day out, so time to work on window tint on Big Blue the second. So, and part of this video too is just going to be I've got those extra seats that I picked up not too long ago, and I think I'm just kind of anxious to do a little bit of a mock-up on and see how these bucket seats and the split bench piece all kind of looks in there. But before I start putting seats in, I wanted to clean up that back window, tint it, and maybe we'll do another Big Blue Bandito decal on the back of that beast, and then we'll do the mock-up and kind of take it from there. So not really overly involved video, but just something to keep me busy on a Saturday, and thought I'd bring you guys along as well. So hope you enjoy it. Let's get going here. All right, she is officially out of hibernation, looking a little more weathered than last season, but you don't have a Kwanzaa to store all your toys in. They kind of just gradually add a little more character, so no big deal. But here we are. We're gonna get set up here and start cleaning this back window and see if we can get into some tinting skills here to get that small window done. So let's get at her. Got my trusty dusty vinegar water. Yeah, this is a little awkward to do. It's amazing what vinegar water actually does, and it smells so good when you work with it. I've always said too, like the whole car hobby, I mean, half the battle with these old vehicles is getting that first deep clean done once you acquire it. I mean, I haven't done anything with this one, but you know, it starts to take shape as you chip away at one little area. So bristle brush. Oh yeah. We're going to be getting rid of these fuel straps anyways. There's a couple bolts at the bottom. My plan is to put an aluminum cell somewhere between the rails that still allows the hoist to function. Yeah, I did break it, I think. Yeah. Well, now we know we'll be ordering a light bezel. Interesting. Brittle plastic. I should have known. Let's get this out of the way. No, not good enough for now. the house here, just prepping the soapy solution to use for the window tint application. The kit I bought had a small spray bottle. I used that last time, and my feedback is it's just too hard to dispense the soapy solution, so I'm going to use something with a spray trigger handle. And I found I needed to get a lot of soapy water on the film, and that little push button one doesn't cut it. So here we go. I did search how much soap quickly just to determine what the mixture ratio is, and they just said 8 drops of mild dish detergent for a 32-ounce spray. So the one I have is actually 32 ounces, so I'll just dispense here 8 drops, put in some warm water, and we'll get out to the truck and see what we can do here. Looks good to me. One other thing I was going to add is the plastic card applicator for using for the purpose of squeegeeing. I added a piece of softer tape to the one edge. I just found last time I made some small scratches on the film, so I'm hoping this kind of alleviates that for this go around. Just gives it a softer edge when I'm squeegeeing the solution out to the edges. So just wanted to add that into the mix here. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth on the old small window tint project. Just to kind of recap, I've got my film pre-cut. I did the last when I did Big Blue, the original, I made a paper template and actually cut a second window size, so it's ready to go. Now the problem I think is it's curled up, so you want to have soapy solution on the glass and on the back side of the film once you get the protective coating off. And the challenge is it will be sticky and tacky, so trying to keep it from folding and bonding to itself, and making sure we have enough soapy water lubricant on this side and on the glass. And I think what I did last time is for the glass, I sprayed it once, but if it dropped or if it kind of fell down to the bottom just before you're ready to put the film on, just soak it. It's all going to run down the back of the cab. This project is a lot easier if you have the seat out. Still kind of tight working quarters in here, but I'm going to try and lay this film out and peel the backing off. I've got Scotch tape to start to kind of put them together and get them to peel. And then I've also brought, just in case, small heavy items to help keep this flat. I think I'm going to throw this on the dash to try and get the backing film off and lubricate it, and then I'll work to bring the film over here and get it on the window. So hold tight. Taking 2 small pieces of tape, putting them on both sides of this tint so I can determine which side is sticky and which side is the finished edge for the interior. So I find this job a little stressful because you just don't want things to get messed up. It does roll around, so it makes it kind of hard to get started. So I'm just putting tape on one side and the other, and then I'm going to pry it apart. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So the top, okay, so we've determined the backing is the side here. Show you what I'm doing in 1 second. second. I'm just laying my tint on the dash here. Hopefully this thing does not fall down on me. I'm going to peel the backing and then lubricate that window tint. Okay, the backing is completely off, so I'm going to completely soak this while it's on the dash, and we're bouncing around here, but here we go. And I'm not being liberal on this. We want as much moisture on this window tint as possible. And we're gonna turn around. This is kind of the nerve-wracking part. Hopefully we do a good job. Okay, one more on the film. Flip around. Yeah, this is the tricky part. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, actually that went really well. Not so bad. Now we just squeegee and take our time with this. I think start from the center and go outwards. It is a small window, so it might be a little less, or sorry, more forgiving. If you just, I'm just drawing the squeegee as I do a swipe. And actually this is working okay. I feel like I'm good centered. So I'm just going from the center here down. And right to the bottom, cleaning the squeegee. And that's not what I wanted to do. Stress. Because there's so much moisture under there, I guess you have to be careful that it doesn't slip off on you. Like it just did there. I'm trying to tuck this a little bit under the I'm really nervous on how this is going to turn out. You're just trying to get all the wrinkles ironed out without getting any bubbles underneath. And I've got one big bubble here. Now this tint was pre-cut, but it's obviously hanging a little bit over the inside of the weather stripping. As long as you get all the air and moisture out, everything should be fine. Just take your time, iron out the bubbles. Trying to get that air escaping at the top or at the edge there. part of me wants to put some spray on the inside for the squeegee so that I'm not scraping the tint. Well guys, I am officially done. A lot of this was done offline, online, kind of needed to take a break from some stuff, but again, I'm just an amateur, so amateur tint job, I'm sure this should have taken maybe 5-10 minutes. Here I am probably half hour, 45 minutes in, but either way, another fun little thing to do yourself. It might not always turn out perfect, but I have a feeling this one will be okay. Let's get outside to close this video out and show you the finished product from the outside. All right, there it is. Looks pretty good, I think. We'll see how the lifted tint at the bottom shows through on the outside maybe tomorrow once it sets up after some sun gets on it. But not a bad looking grain truck. Well guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode on more work in the yard on the old 60 GMC, I guess. I can't keep track of all these trucks, but yeah, it's the 1960 GM truck. We did the window tint. Didn't get around to the mock-up of the seats, but we'll do that next time, so come on back and check that out. And at that time, we'll see how this tint sets up with those kind of little bubbles at the bottom. So either way, it still looks decent enough for me, and we'll carry on with that project as well. So thanks for tuning in.